Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to have a coding exercise with respect to default dictionaries. So we would like to create a default dictionary with set as default factory. Here, we are having default dictionary, and in parentheses, this time we are having a set. So this having set in parentheses creates an empty set when called with no argument. And this default dictionary set ensures missing keys start with an empty set. Okay. Here we are having a list of tuples. First, in the category A, for example, we are having apple, category A, banana, category B, apple, and category A, apple again. Okay. And now we would like to assign these categories and their corresponding items to our unique words. Okay. In order to do that, we need to have the iteration. So we use for loops for each key and value. These are two iterating variables. For each key and value in entries, which is our list of tuple, we are going to add the value to its corresponding key for the unique words. Okay, so when we are iterating, for example, unique words, the key is A, for example, and we are going to add its corresponding value, which is apple. Okay, in the next iteration, we are having unique words. The category or the key is, let's say, A. Then we are going to add the banana. Then we are having unique words. There we are having the key B, and we are adding apple. Finally, we are having unique words. And here we are in the category A, and we would like to add apple. Okay, but this last iteration is not going to work. Why? Because here we created a set. Okay, so this default dictionary set ensures missing keys start with an empty set. And if you remember, one of the feature of sets was the fact that they do not accept repetitive elements. Duplicate elements are not allowed in sets. And already in the first iteration, we added apple to A. So here we cannot again add apple to A. So we have banana to A. So banana is not duplicate, so it's inserted in A. Apple in B, it's possible because in category B, this is the first time that the apple appears. Then in category A, we would like to append or add the item that is apple. We cannot do that because we are dealing with sets, and although we will have this iteration, but we are not going to have a second apple in category A. Finally, we are going to print these unique words that we created here and we filled here in the for loop. When we run the code, in the output, we see the set. And then we see in the category A, we are having banana and apple. In category B, we are only having apple. So let me have another example. For example, we can have unique sports. Okay, and the default dictionary is set. So we can have entries to equal to, for example, here we are going to have different categories. We could have, for example, for soccer, we can have France. Then for soccer, we can have England. for basketball, we can have USA. Then for soccer, again, we can have, for example, Italy. Then for soccer, again, we would like to have France again. And finally, I would like to have the basketball, then France here as well. Okay, so here is my entry. Then in order to fill my unique sport, I am iterating with two iterating variables where I'm iterating through the entry 2, and then these are two iterating variables. So in each iteration, we are adding that value to its corresponding key in unique sports. Okay, so for example, here we are having the unique sport, so it's soccer, and its value is France. We are having unique sports, it is soccer in the next iteration. Then we are having England. We are having unique sports here in the third iteration. Then it is basketball, and we are adding the USA. Then we are having unique sports. We are again having soccer here. We are having soccer here, and we are adding Italy this time. We are adding Italy. Now we are having unique sports in the next iteration. It will be soccer. And we are adding France. We are adding France, but it's not going to be inserted. It is not going to be inserted. Why? Because we already added France to the category of soccer, and this France is duplicate, so we cannot add it one more time. And in the last iteration, finally, we are having unique sports. We see basketball, and we add France here as well. So these are the iteration. In the first iteration, we add France to soccer, we add England to soccer, USA to basketball, Italy to soccer. So far, all of them are unique. Then we want to add soccer to France to soccer. We see that France is already inserted, so we are not going to insert that because we are following set rules. We are having empty set when we created unique sports. Then we are having France added to basketball. Okay, and then we print it. So we are having two categories, soccer and basketball. And in the first category, when I run the code, we see we are having France, Italy, and England. France, England, and Italy. Then in the basketball, we are having France and USA. And as you see, we are having France in basketball and USA. So for the category B, we are having one France and one USA. And for category basketball, we are having two elements, France and USA. And for category soccer, we are having France, Italy, and England. And the duplicate of the France is not inserted in the soccer category, as we can see it here in the output. So this is how we can use the default dict here and use set as the default factory. So it is going to create an empty set when called with no arguments, and it ensures missing keys start with an empty set. Then we had a list of tuples, we iterate through that, and we add the elements into the unique words that we are having here. Thank you for watching.